On a chilly winter evening, a little girl with rosy cheeks and black curls wandered through the town. Her name was Anna, and she was known as the Little Match Girl. In her small hands, she clutched a bundle of matches, hoping to sell them to kind-hearted passerbys. Despite her best efforts, the bustling town seemed too busy to notice Anna's tiny figure. People rushed past, bundled in their coats and scarves, their arms filled with presents and treats. Anna shivered as the cold blew through her thin clothes, her toes nearly numb in her worn-out shoes. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Anna found herself alone on a quiet street. She sat down on the steps of a grand house, her breath forming little clouds in the frosty air. She looked at her matches and thought,
"I'll light just one to keep me warm."
With trembling hands, she struck a match. The tiny flame flickered to life. In the light of the match, Anna saw a vision. A cozy fireplace with crackling logs, a soft armchair, and a plate of warm cookies waiting just for her. Anna smiled, feeling the warmth deep inside her, but as the match burned out, the vision faded and the cold returned. Anna lit another match. This time, the flame revealed a grand feast, a table with roasted meats, steaming soups, and sparkling glasses of juice. She could almost taste the flavors and hear the laughter of the people. But the match burned down to her fingertips and the image disappeared. Without hesitation, Anna lit a third match. The flame brought forth a vision of a beautiful Christmas tree with twinkling lights, shiny ornaments, and a star that sparkled brighter than the moon. Beneath the tree were presents wrapped in colorful paper, each one with her name on it. Her heart filled with joy, but again, the match burned out too soon. As the night grew colder, Anna lit match after match, each one painting a picture of warmth, love, and happiness. When she lit the final match, Anna saw her dear grandmother, who had passed away, smiling warmly and opening her arms for a hug. Anna reached out, tears of joy streaming down her cheeks.
"Grandmother, please don't leave me,"
Anna whispered. The last match burned brightly, and her grandmother's gentle voice spoke.
"Darling, you can't come with me. Where I am isn't a place for you. I only came to remind you that I will always be by your side."
And so the final match went out. Anna closed her eyes and felt the last warmth of her grandmother's hug. When Anna opened her eyes, an old woman with a thick coat stood in front of her, her eyes wrinkled with concern.
"Darling, why are you out here all by yourself?"
"I'm here to sell matches. Do you need some matches?"
Anna offered her the empty matchboxes, shivering. The old lady took pity on her.
"Why don't you come home with me instead?"
Once they reached the house, Anna bursted out into tears as it felt just like the last hug she felt from her grandmother in the vision. Soon after, the old lady brought some warm soup with pinecone brownies just out of the oven. Anna ate with a grateful heart and told the lady about the vision and how it felt like she was an angel sent by her grandmother. The old lady, touched by Anna's story, offered her to stay as long as she wanted to. From that day on, they lived together happily ever after. Until this day, whenever people lit a match, they whispered a quiet wish, hoping for a little more warmth into this world, just like the old lady was to the little match girl.